In a stunning display of raw power and determination, undisputed light heavyweight champion Artur Beterbiev has unveiled a new, grueling training regimen designed to amplify his knockout strength as he gears up for a rematch against Dmitry Bivol. We can see the 39-year-old pugilist using a sledgehammer in a manner reminiscent of the iconic training montages from the Rocky films. For a full hour, Beterbiev relentlessly swings the heavy tool, delivering powerful blows intended to sharpen his wrist strength and overall punching force.
10 seconds. Time! How much? 1 hour? An hour.
Fans have marveled at the sheer intensity and duration of the workout, with many describing it as a machine-like display of power that leaves little room for doubt about Beterbiev's physical prowess. Analysts and boxing enthusiasts alike are eagerly anticipating the rematch, speculating that this innovative training method could be the edge the champion needs to decisively finish the fight. Veteran boxing trainer and sports commentator Russ Anber has expressed uncertainty over how much Dmitry Bivol can refine his performance in the highly anticipated rematch against Artur Beterbiev. While Anber acknowledged that Bivol delivered an exceptional display in their first encounter, he questioned what adjustments the Russian technician could make to achieve a different outcome.
Difficult to say. I'm not sure how much more he can improve on his performance. I think he boxed an excellent fight. I'm not sure what alternatives he can come up with.
Radio Raheem with Sean Zitel described Artur Beterbiev as possessing the energy of a calm assassin, emphasizing the composed yet devastating nature of his fighting style.
Beterbiev has the energy of a calm assassin. Like, this guy has a chilling thing about him.
He elaborated on how boxing is deeply influenced by cultural factors, including where a fighter is from, how they learn to fight, and the environment that shapes their mentality. According to Raheem, these elements, combined with the genetic and regional characteristics of a fighter's background, play a crucial role in their identity inside the ring. In Beterbiev's case, Raheem believes these factors define his approach to combat, shaping him into the relentless force that he is.
I believe that boxing is something that has a cultural bend to it. Like, where you're from, where you learn to fight, the community and the attitude of the people around you, the makeup of yourself physically based on the genetics of where you're from, have all played a role in creating each and every fighter. So for Beterbiev's sake, this is how I perceive him.
However, Radio Raheem contrasted Bivol's demeanor with Beterbiev, describing him as a different kind of calm. According to Raheem, Bivol carries himself with a composed, analytical mindset, what he referred to as the approach of an easy-thinking guy. He emphasized that Bivol appears more academic in his analysis, a fighter who relies on meticulous preparation and confidence in his strategy rather than sheer physical intimidation. Unlike Beterbiev's menacing aura, Bivol does not project the image of an imposing force, but his calculated approach and deep understanding of the sport make him just as dangerous in the ring.
Bivol is a different kind of calm. He's an easy thinking guy. He is more academic, I believe, in his analysis. He is calm and confident because he's done his homework. He doesn't look like an imposing figure, but he's a little bit long in the arms and he's a little bit lanky in the way he stands. You can tell by his posture he's going to have a lot of dexterity and movement, and he is going to fight long. You can just tell by the way he stands, and this is what I mean.
MMA analyst and commentator Joe Rogan delivered high praise for Artur Beterbiev, labeling him as one of the most terrifying boxers in history. Rogan underscored Beterbiev's devastating knockout power, pointing out that the only fighter to ever go the distance with him is Dmitry Bivol. He viewed this as a testament not only to Beterbiev's ferocity, but also to Bivol's resilience and technical mastery, reinforcing the elite status of both men in the sport.
He did a hammer workout on a tire where he hit a tire for an hour.
He did? For an hour?
An hour.
What?
He hit a tire for an hour with a sledgehammer.
Dagestanis are made of different...
He's Chechenian.
Is he Chechenian?
But same
mountain people.
Hamzat Chimaev, savage people.
Yeah.
And he's one of the scariest boxers of all time. The only fight that he had as a professional that went the distance is Bivol.
I know.
Joe Rogan voiced his excitement for the rematch by recognizing the immense stakes surrounding the bout. He praised Bivol's exceptional skill set, emphasizing his standout victory over Canelo Alvarez as proof of his elite boxing ability. Rogan acknowledged that Bivol's disciplined style and technical prowess make him a formidable challenge, setting the stage for a thrilling showdown against the relentless power of Beterbiev.
But that's February 22nd. I'm pumped for that fight.
They're going to fight again?
Oh yeah, this is the rematch. I'm very pumped for that fight because Bivol is so goddamn good too. What he did to Canelo, like no one's ever done that Canelo.
Canelo Alvarez shared his thoughts on the rematch between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol, predicting it will be another electrifying bout. Alvarez praised both fighters for their immense skill and potential, acknowledging that their clash promises to be a thrilling spectacle for boxing fans. Additionally, Canelo hinted at the possibility of returning to the light heavyweight division, suggesting that he may have unfinished business in the weight class in the future.
And just one more from me, Beterbiev Bivol, the rematch. What a great fight that is in Saudi. How do you see that playing out, Sal?
It's gonna be a really good fight again. Both are great fighters, and
Do you see yourself fighting a light heavyweight again?
Maybe.
Pro boxer David Benavidez shared his thoughts on the first fight between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol, stating that it was a close contest but could not have gone either way. However, Benavidez felt that Bivol won the bout as he won most of the rounds, controlled the pace of the fight, and had better combination punches. He praised Bivol's technique and asserted that Bivol's performance was superior. Benavidez firmly sided with Bivol, predicting that the Russian boxer would win the rematch.
I thought Bivol won that fight, to be honest with you. It was a close fight. It could have went. Couldn't have went either way. I feel like Bivol won most of the rounds. He controlled most of the rounds, and his combination punching was better.
Do you think he wins the rematch?
I think he does.
David Benavidez praised both Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol as high-caliber fighters, acknowledging their ability to make adjustments in their rematch. While unsure if the second fight will play out the same as the first, Benavidez expressed that if it does follow a similar pattern, he believes Bivol will come out on top once again.
I mean, I don't know, because both those fighters are both high-caliber fighters, so they can make adjustments. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be the same fight or not, but if it's the same fight, I feel like Bivol wins.
British boxer Lyndon Arthur, who has sparred with Artur Beterbiev and fought Dmitry Bivol, admitted that his opinion on the upcoming rematch shifts daily. Arthur expressed the belief that Bivol may not possess the knockout power needed to keep Beterbiev at bay, suggesting that Beterbiev could have an edge unless age catches up with him unexpectedly. Arthur acknowledged that Bivol has the technical ability to box effectively for all 12 rounds. But on a personal note, he jokingly stated that he would prefer Bivol to score an early knockout, claiming it would make his own performance against Beterbiev and Bivol look better in comparison.
Every other day, I change my mind. I don't think Bivol hits hard enough to keep Beterbiev off, but then I think Beterbiev could be a case if he gets old overnight and he can't do what he's been doing to the other players with Bivol. I really don't know. Bivol could box his head off for 12 rounds. Me, for the looks of me, I want Bivol to knock him out early.
Moreover, Lyndon Arthur reflected on his fight with Dmitry Bivol, revealing that he was a fan of Bivol before they faced off. However, once in the ring, Arthur admitted that he felt unprepared and wished he had more time to train. He also noted that Bivol's power wasn't as overwhelming as he had anticipated, stating that he was able to defend against more of Bivol's punches than he initially expected. This insight revealed Arthur's realization of Bivol's skill and adaptability, but also his belief that he could have performed better with additional preparation.
I was a fan of Bivol before I fought him. When I was in there, I just remember thinking, I wish I had longer to train. And the whole time I was in there, I'm just thinking, he doesn't hit as hard as I thought he would. You know what I mean? I was able to defend a lot more punches than I thought I would be able to.
Dmitry Bivol shared his thoughts on his performance leading up to the 12th round, stating that he felt confident in the ring. While acknowledging both good and bad moments throughout the fight, he emphasized his determination to push forward and make it to the final round.
Good. I felt like There was some good moments, bad moments.
In addition, Dmitry Bivol is apparently leaving no stone unturned as he prepares for the highly anticipated rematch against Artur Beterbiev. In a recent training session, Bivol demonstrated his relentless work ethic, focusing on perfecting his footwork while shadowboxing with a resistance band. His movements were swift and precise as he practiced his punches while maintaining constant motion, stepping in and out with fluidity and control. Leiden Arthur, who has sparred with Artur Beterbiev and fought Dmitry Bivol, provided a comparison between the two. As he only shared the ring with Beterbiev in sparring, Arthur faced Bivol in a full fight. Reflecting on the experience, he emphasized the challenge of absorbing punches from both fighters. Arthur pointed out Beterbiev's relentless pace and exceptional resilience, stressing that it will be an uphill battle for Bivol to keep him at bay in their rematch. He noted that Beterbiev's combination of power, pressure, and stamina makes it incredibly difficult for any fighter to maintain control, suggesting that Bivol's ability to withstand that intensity will be crucial.
Like you said, I've been in with both of them, obviously sparring, but it's not the same as the fight, but the punches that he throws, to be able to take them in 10-ounce gloves at the pace he brings them, and the resilience he comes in the ring with, it's going to be hard for Bivol to keep him off, I think.
Former professional boxer and coach Jose Benavidez Sr. has weighed in on the upcoming rematch between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol, predicting that the second bout will closely mirror their first encounter. Benavidez emphasized that both fighters showcased their full range of abilities in their initial meeting, with Bivol's speed and superior movement standing out. He expressed his belief that Bivol was unfairly denied the victory in their first fight, asserting that Bivol deserved the win. While acknowledging Beterbiev's knockout power, Benavidez suggested that Bivol must avoid standing directly in front of Beterbiev to prevent him from landing the decisive blow. Benavidez ultimately sees Bivol's movement and technique as key factors for his success in the rematch. Benavidez stated, I think, I see the same fight.
Well, I think it's going to be kind of the same fight. It's going to be a really close fight. We've seen everything. Both of them were trying to do the best that they could. Both of them, the styles, kind of like work for each other, and I believe in the first fight, Bivol won. I think this fight, Bivol can win again. He's a little bit faster, he has more movement, and Beterbiev, he hits hard, and he's probably waiting for that big shot. And Bivol, hopefully he doesn't stay in front of him and get hit with a big shot.
Beterbiev showcases a highly specialized training regimen that combines dynamic weighted movements with precise footwork. Beterbiev is seen moving weights in a deliberate, controlled manner. This method is not merely about lifting heavy objects. It's designed to build explosive power and enhance wrist stability, both crucial for delivering knockout punches. His movements on the training ground are not random. They're engineered to improve balance, agility, and overall mobility. This level of footwork is essential for maintaining a stable base while throwing punches, ensuring that energy generated from the lower body effectively transfers into his strikes. Former professional boxer Oscar De La Hoya offered his insight on the impending clash between Beterbiev and Bivol. De La Hoya pointed out that Bivol's movement and his knack for reading opponents' patterns give him a tactical edge in the ring. However, he also underscored the threat posed by Beterbiev's approach, describing him as a fighter who relentlessly stalks his opponents and unleashes constant aggression from the opening bell.
It's a very unique style. I would have to give Dmitry Bivol the advantage here a little bit because he has better footwork. Beterbiev kind of like just stalks you down, and with Bivol, he's just like constantly bam, 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 I love that.
Artur Beterbiev's commitment to his religious obligations is evident as he incorporates his spiritual practices into his training routine. For the undefeated light heavyweight champion, the journey of faith continues even within the confines of the gym, reflecting a deep connection between his spirituality and athletic discipline. American boxer and former kickboxer Chris Algieri shared his thoughts on the highly anticipated rematch, praising the fight card as a stellar lineup from top to bottom, while he tempered expectations, suggesting that the Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol rematch may not deliver the explosive action many are hoping for. Algieri emphasized the bout's immense significance. He pointed out that the fight is pivotal not only for the future of the light heavyweight division, but also for the broader landscape of boxing, as it could have a major impact on the overall pound-for-pound rankings.
Compared to the last fight, obviously what we saw in the first fight, it's not going to be a gangbusters type fight. But it's a very important fight for the weight class, for the divisions, for the pound-for-pound rankings. So the level of that main event is humongous.
However, Russ Amber believes that Artur Beterbiev has room for improvement in the rematch, suggesting that the unified champion was not at his best in their previous encounter. Amber pointed out that Beterbiev had undergone knee surgery before the fight and appeared to be less aggressive than usual, adopting a more conservative approach. Despite this, he still saw moments where Beterbiev showcased his power, particularly in the later rounds. Amber gave Beterbiev the edge, emphasizing that the Russian puncher proved he could hurt Bivol and close the final 3 rounds in strong fashion.
Beterbiev can improve on his last performance. I don't think we saw Beterbiev at his best. I think he had had surgery on the knee. He wasn't coming back, wasn't as forceful as he usually is. He seemed to be a lot more conservative. I personally gave him the edge at the end of the fight. I thought he closed out the last 3 rounds quite solid. I thought he showed that he was able to hurt Bivol. I think he can improve on his performance.
Russ Amber stressed that Bivol must find a way to elevate his performance and devise a strategy to counter anything Beterbiev brings to the table if he hopes to secure victory in the rematch. He acknowledged the challenge ahead for Bivol, but emphasized that at the very least, the fight itself is a major win for the sport. Amber highlighted the significance of high-level rematches like this, stating that they add excitement and are ultimately great for boxing.
Bivol's going to have to come up with something. He's going to have to pull something out of the hat to come up with a better performance and overtake whatever Beterbiev brings to the table. But at least it's a great fight. At least the rematch is made, and that's great for boxing.
Carl Froch offered advice to Dmitry Bivol ahead of his rematch with Artur Beterbiev. He emphasized the importance of maintaining intensity in the later rounds. Froch noted that in their first encounter, Bivol appeared to fade in the final 3 rounds, whereas Beterbiev remained determined and continued fighting to win. He suggested that Bivol should show more urgency and effort in the closing stages to secure a decisive victory. Advising Bivol, Carl Froch stated, "When the judges see someone trying to finish the job or trying to make the fight happen, they tend to give them the round, and that might have been Bivol's downfall."
I think Bivol maybe needs to look a bit more interested, if that's fair, towards the end of the fight. Maybe around 10, 11 and 12, I think he needs to get more shots off, because he finished slow. Beterbiev put it on him a little bit more. It looked like he wanted to be in there a bit more. It looked like he was trying to win and trying to get that victory, and the judges do like that.
Former light heavyweight champ Roy Jones Jr. shared his insight on the battle, stating that Dmitry Bivol's ability to withstand Artur Beterbiev's power would be crucial to his chances of victory. Jones emphasized that while Bivol has the skill to win, he would need to work extremely hard to break down Beterbiev over the course of the fight.
If Bivol can take Arthur's punch, Arthur gonna have problems. If Arthur can take Bivol's punch, Bivol had to work for a long time.
As the anticipation for the rematch between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol builds, the insights from fighters, analysts, and trainers reveal just how high the stakes are. If you're enjoying the breakdown of these epic battles, do not forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more insightful analysis. Share this video with a friend who loves boxing, and let's keep the conversation going. Your support means a lot, and we have got more exciting content coming your way, so stay tuned for all the latest updates on the biggest fights.